Hello, folks. Welcome back for an episode of Schwaaard's Journey to Legendary. We are going with a Hlaalu deck. Why Hlaalu? I'm not entirely sure. I'll just be honest. I feel like purple's done me dirty. That endurance has not been good to me, or as good as it should have been. And I don't know. I just had this nostalgia bit. I'm an older guy, but they used to make these kind of like lollipop things that were kind of rocket shaped, and they were yellow, red, and green. So every time I think of that, I think of Hlaalu. Every time I see Hlaalu, I think of that. So anyway, that's the list. That's what we're running with. I call it the kitchen sink because even though in theory it's got some synergy and some good stuff going for it, when I look at the actual list, I go, it just seems like a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But I did kind of base it. The inspiration for it came from watching Karakanzul and who was the other guy running Hlaalu? I don't know. There's somebody else in the Masters tournament. I was like, Hlaalu actually has some good pieces to it. It has good draw power in the colors and everything, but it's an aggro deck. Our primary focus is to go face. This is an aggro deck, but it's got a little bit of health drain, a little bit of big stuff where we could, in theory, adjust if our opponent's going heavy and we can't keep up for whatever reason. That said, I still think there's some matchups that we're just going to get crushed in. But that can't be helped. We're going to try to see what we can do.
Come on, then. Entertain me.
And the last deck that I really feel had an authoritative good run was the Willpower deck, the Crusader. So I figure, well, I might as well go with this one. So I can't promise that we're going to stick to this the whole time. I want to. That's my plan. But, make your plan and see what happens. After you get hit in the face, what is that Mike Tyson says? Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. And they don't have a plan anymore. I don't know. Said something like that. Shout out to Jay Shades, who is fellow climber. As far as I know, he's still in rank 4. But if those of you who don't know or don't remember, he was the guy that royally rocked me really in the first. Like when I did the review for the last game, my commentary was so bad and I was so disjointed that will never happen again. But it was so bad that I didn't I didn't put the full games on there because it was crazy. But I think it was our second game. He beat us. Then we played Invade, and then we played him and he beat us again soundly. Like we didn't even get a hit in really. So we're gonna do this, and I want Pit Lion next turn. So we're gonna do this.
Speak, citizen.
Hopefully both of those stick. Although these colors, they could be running some stuff, some fire bolts and what have yous. Alright, it's just a little dagger for me. Oh, just a cute little dagger for me. Alright, so I'm just trying to figure out where do I want to stick my lion. Because once he breaks the rune, you'll be able to do a 4. But he's going to have to do a lot, I think. No, you know what? We're racing. We're going to do this. This could be a prophecy. Okay, it was not. Spoiler alert, in case you didn't see it. But yeah, anyway, so it seemed like a really great deck. It was crazy, too, because we got the Atro end of it. Oh, don't kill my lion. Don't kill my lion. Oh, you got to send a little... Man, what? See, this would be, in theory, a good time for cast out, but... nuts. We're going to lose our lion. And we're going to hit a prophecy. Oh, you shrieking harpy. Well, we do have our Morgul Gatekeeper. Oh no! Value trade. Well, this is going sideways.
They have no wit, nor poetry.
Let's see here. We are still ahead on life, so this will do a good thing. And I mean, we're just gonna lose. We're gonna lose our guy. I was gonna try to put the Morgul Gatekeeper, but we're gonna need him for reach. And I mean, he's just dead to everything, so it really doesn't matter.
I have no fear of the coward.
Oh, I think they're gonna go face.
I am ready to join.
I think they're trying to make the turn. No, okay. I mean, it's wise. That's what you got to do when you're here. You got to make me think. Okay, now I need to go on the defense because they can actually win next turn with what they've got. So yeah, they made a good turn, and wow, that'll do it. That'll do it. I don't think we can pull this off at this point. We can take 2 off the board with a raiding party. Alright, so maybe we start there. Then we got our cast out, which is also going to be a good bit. So
Time to fight.
I don't think it's going to be enough though, because we're not really establishing a board. All we're doing is getting rid of theirs. The good news is they're pretty much out of cards. The bad news is we're at 6 health, or 5 health at best. Candle Hearth is going to be a good thing to drop. Ooh. That could do it. Oh, well, he can't hit face with that. That's good. Okay, well, that's all right. Well, then, we will call this, we'll call it a loss. Yeah. Interesting. So I guess we're not supposed to be the aggressive deck. I could have sworn this was an aggro deck, but I guess not. There we go. All right, well, first game down, total flop. Total flop. I mean, good on our opponent. He knew to pivot. He wasn't trying to be defensive, but we had some. I mean, that's and I said it before. It happened with Jay Shades as well. If you look at, it's like turn 4 or 5. You have these confrontations where you kind of got yours and they've got theirs, and it's whoever has the game changing thing. In our thing, it was was able to execute my my warded guy, my Breton conjurer, and he was able to trigger his. I mean, it's not. I mean, everything builds to that point, and it's not necessarily over at that time. It's just those are. Ooh, that's a good combo right there. It's just those kind of interactions are oftentimes where you see it going one way or the other. So when he was able to make a clean trade on our lion with the mammoth, that's pretty much was near the end of the beginning, because at that point, I mean, it just switched. He had a bigger board than we did, and he was very capable of. I mean, it feels bad ringing her out for nothing, but we do get the card draw and whatever next turn with this Oathman. Definitely was a cooler card when it was a 2/2 coming down, but
you've meddled in our business for the last.
But it's good here as well.
Tell me who to stab.
And I remember Iscatel. Iscatel? I think it's Iscatel. Ooh, nice. I don't remember what happened. I don't know if he's a rally deck or a control. I don't remember. We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure he's going to play something this turn.
They will perish.
He must answer. Oh. Ouch. Well, you look like someone who could use a Crusader's Assault. Oh, we're lagging here a little bit, which is really, really sad because, yeah, this is probably the least graphic intense game ever. But yeah, there's a lot of those matches. Sometimes it happens, turn 7 or 8. Sometimes it's shorter. Well, luckily, what do you think? We could break a ruin, but that's just dumb. I mean, we will break. Well, we're not going to break it this time though. Going to give him a little juice. Oh, maybe. Well, no, we don't want to break a rune and heal. So as soon as we hit, we're just going to leave it. We're going to leave it. I want them to get life first before we break the rune. I don't want to break the rune, give them a card, and then have them drain up. That just is not swell. Why? The poop. Okay. It's a control deck. Alright. What are we gonna do here? We can't really play East March because we haven't broken anything. I can't even play Priest of the 8 next turn because this I'm trying to think. If I do, we can do 6, that gets it down to, yeah. We're gonna have to Crusader's Assault over this crazy Revenge of the Mummy, how dare you? I will show you something. So, ahead on life. So we're pretty much starting fresh now. Both, what is this, 3, 6 cards. I've also got some. Oh. That's not great. So... I mean, we really don't have anything to contest it with, but I don't want to hit him or put it in his lane because then he's going to hit me and not give me a card. And I need to keep... Oh, Prophecy, my gosh. All right, well... I don't know why I sounded astounded just then. That should be the default. Okay, I mean, and that's it. Like, right there, you went the pivot point, turn 7, Prophecy. It's going to drain to full health, or just about, have a 10-10. We can eject it if we draw one of our 3... Okay, now we get the...
Close ranks, let nothing through.
So it swings back, but I mean, he's got 7 Magicka to get rid of this guy. Wait, really?
Time to split some skulls.
Huh. That strikes me as... Okay, well, there you go. And we're done. I mean, that's it. And I'm not being like pessimistic or it's... I mean, that's just legit. We don't... He's gonna be a 10-10 next turn.
Hold the line.
Unless... No... Oh, you know what? I mean, he's going to give him 5, so we will be able to contest.
We stand united.
Oh, Priest State is so sad.
I have no need for eyes.
So hopefully he can't get life gain before the dragon hits. Otherwise, we're taking 10 on this turn. But I mean, yeah, really, like, logistically speaking... It's pretty, because I'm sure he's got something for this lane. Go. I mean, it doesn't matter. Even if we get rid of it, he's still got the 5 on the other side. So I'm not hopeful. Yeah. I mean, we're dead on board.
Citizen.
There's yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's any way. I mean, we can kill it, but yeah, I mean, there's just nothing. Nope. Good game. I mean, we're just getting wrecked, and I'm honestly not going to say that's the deck's fault. It could be my fault. I'll take it, but I mean, this is asinine. But this also goes to show, like I said, we got wrecked by Jay Shades in 2 games definitively. He's still trying to get to the tower, at least as far as I heard. And I think he said, played 10, 12 games. So he's putting in the time, putting in the work with a deck that, at least as much as I've seen of it, is rather formidable. And he's still crawling, and still trying. So the fact that we're in 3, I feel like it's luck and perseverance, which stinks to say, because you want to feel like you have a little more control than that. You know what? We're going back to silence and violence. Screw this nonsense. I'm going to start silencing these folks. I like this deck only because it kind of feels like it's mine. I mean, I didn't invent it. I didn't invent the idea of silencing these big creatures, but the meta demands, if you're either playing the movement, the shifty, whatever stuff, like, you have to have removal. You just have to have removal and silence. As you can see, if they put a big enough body down and you don't have direct removal, you're done. And, I mean, that's just the way it is. And I don't know, I don't think it's always been that way, but that's the way it is right now. So you have to find a way to express yourself creatively while also putting together a deck that can do something. I'm not saying this is that deck. McConnell, I remember you too. I think, I'm sad to say, I think the community is smaller than I thought it was. Because I'm seeing a lot of, and I mean, like, it's a small world. Like, somebody finds a channel, and the next day, you're playing them on the ladder. And like I'm recognizing a lot of these names now. And I don't know, maybe you all can tell me what like the MPO stands for... I don't want to... I'm doing that just because in case it is an aggro deck, I want to be prepared. Well, if that ain't a silence target, I don't know what is. Let's sigh. So he loses guard, he loses his little buff there, but she loses the card draw, so that's...
Protect the Ashkan.
You bet on the wrong side.
You know... I think I'm okay with that if it means we can put 9 on the board next turn. And we can.
You bet on the wrong side.
Give me more cards. Give me more cards. Not Fel the Mighty. Don't give me Fel the Mighty. Okay, that's fine. Come now, you can't think that can shackle my guy. I would not play him if he could not be shackled. You, my friend, have made... Well, I want to say he's made a grave mistake. You cannot shackle he who has been shackled already, you useless harpy. And just like that, 11.
You bet
What
on
can you
the
do
wrong side.
against such overwhelming forces? But panic!
Stormcloak.
Now granted, we only have 1 silence right now. So if one of them gets shackled, I can only free one of it. So if,
Power.
okay, I think that's game.
The light of the three.
That's not gonna do it. But this will.
This should help.
And we'll feed the little peppers. Whee! Arf, arf.
A hard-fought
Okay,
victory.
there we go. Pivot. You gotta pivot. Be fast, you know. That's the thing. It's really, I don't know. Like, honestly, this deck seems unfair because of just, I mean, a 4 cost 7/7. I'm sorry. Okay, if you include Corpse Curse, a 5 cost 9/7. Like, that's crazy for the early game. But yet, we lose regularly with this deck too. So anyway, that's just, I just wanted to try. It's. We might have been able to win that game anyway. I don't know what the magic formula is right now. I just see these moments where we get in the mid game between turns 5 and 8, and things go haywire. And usually it's a silence or a removal or something big, and it allows the tables to turn. Flat Bush Blue. Flat Blush Blue. Well, that's a mouthful. Flat Bush. Oh, Flat Bush. What was I saying before? Flat Bush Blue. All right.
Hail, friend. Hello there.
Hello there. I don't have that volume, but I recognize that he's a lot more spry sounding than what it looks like. Okay, this is going to be one where we need... I was going to say where we need to draw some of our low end, because this is clearly a crab grow crab grow deck.
Training is over.
Oh yeah.
It's time to act.
Oh good. Well. I mean, an argument could be made that I need to silence her now because he could throw down like 3 cards and they're all going to get buffed, but I feel like I'm going to need that a little bit later. Actually, it's fine because the Knight of Order, who, I can't remember who recommended that I do that, but all of you, silencio por favor. Oh. Now you're just a bunch of widow guys. Look at you with your widow 1-3 and your widow 2-1, your widow 2-1. You're just so cute. Candleheart Brawler's gonna come down and wreck your world, son.
You can't defeat me.
Or maybe Sower of Revenge. Maybe we're just gonna get wrecked because it's a Cards for days. This is why there's actually, I do have a deck that said no more Gabo, no Gabos, no something, I don't remember, but it's essentially the idea is it's a mid-range, and I might play this one next, mid-range tribunal, not like the other one, not the gold trim. I mean, obviously it has gold in it, but it's not geared that way. It does have control-ish elements. It has, for example, Ice Storm, because we have warded creatures, we have big-bodied creatures, and so for decks like this that go wide, I mean, right now, if I had an Ice Storm in hand, whatever they're going to play now, I can guarantee you we could wipe it all out. Old Salty's Assault. Done.
Read my lips.
But I mean, we drew none of our guards. We've got 9 of them at 2 cost. I mean, this is another one. We're just done. I don't have my doggo. Can't give anything a guard. I mean, turn 6. There you go.
A hard-fought victory.
So, I mean that. So it's I go back and
A
forth.
fine display.
Oh, you're too kind.
I stutter or something?
I go back and forth, like, based on the decks we play, and it's like, is Ice Storm the thing? Because I think these decks do not fear Ice Storm. Like, clearly they don't. Like, your game is done. If, and honestly, mine would too, when I was running the Crusader deck. It's wide with no health whatsoever, for the most part. I mean, I did beef it up a little bit. All right, I'm trying to think now. I'm spitballing here. Oh, see, here we go. No dragons or gobos. That's what it was. And of course, then I played a dragon deck later. I might go back to that one. That's the one that I don't know. I feel the ground beneath my feet on that one. I did try, Angry Buffalo Sports Fan, I did try to build a mid-range Battle Mage, as you said, with the dragon, with Blood Dragon and... I want to say Immaculate something, but it's not. It's, is this Benga 01? Benga. See, there we go. There's our Ice Storm. So, if it's not Invade, I mean, even if it is, maybe, who knows. Oh, look who decides to show up. Did I forget to say hello? I think I said
Hail,
hello.
friend.
Hopefully I didn't, because that looks obnoxious. It looks like I'm being like all
Welcome,
pushy or
friend.
whatever.
I
I'm very careful to, like, if my opponent's taking a little bit of time, I try not to say hello, because sometimes I don't remember why I would have done it, but I think that, like, there was a hesitation on my part trying to figure something out, and so I didn't immediately do whatever, and it was like they just started spamming hello because it was like, hey, are you there? Like, I don't want people to feel like I'm rushing them. I'm not. Holy cow, removal for days. We don't run that much removal. I think I'm not even running Piercing Javelin. I'm running Edicts, and that's it, because they're cheap and they're effective. Effective? Oh yeah, they're effective. Was I going for? Okay, that's more South Dakota or Minnesota. I thought I was doing Kiwi for a second. Who knows?
Talking mud crab merchant.
All right, so yeah, you can sell. When you see Mudcrab Merchant, that's a high-level play right there. I hate the card, because you know me, I do not like any more RNG in a game than I have to have. That's the only downside about the... was it the Atromancer deck? Yeah, the Atromancer deck, because you don't... Clunky. I mean, we are looking very much like a control deck. I apologize, but you know what? We're also not dead yet, and it's turn 4. Woo! And you know me, I'm not going to run this thing like a control deck. Oh my goodness gracious. Like, I kind of don't mind. Like, I'd rather play an Edict on, because this, I mean, there are so many legendaries that are garbage. I would rather... Oh, come on! I do not run this much removal!
You're not fooling anyone, you know.
I am not... You know what? I hate to do it. I just need to have a card to play. I want you to have your Heroic Rebirth Spurt, their Unite the House deck, which is clearly what this is. So that's why I was also thinking I need to put a little bit of pressure on, because... And wouldn't it just be my luck? The first deck I'm never going to get to use Ice Storm, because they're not going to fill the board with anything until they're going to play it out. Yeah.
I hate this crowd. Damn uncomfortable.
I think the worst thing you can do to a Unite deck is not make them go face, but kind of make that an appealing option, because it's like they don't want to engage with you. They want to OTK you with their Unite. They don't want to destroy your runes there. So you put them in a tough spot. Are you gonna hit my guy, sacrifice yourself, or are you gonna break it, give me cards, and I mean, at the same time, it is a blue card, and I don't want him on the deck. So we are the control. So I did play it there to. We'll just see what he does. We'll just see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just think this is like the worst deck we could go against with a control deck, because we'd just be sitting here going doopy 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 doo. I'm gonna wait for you to attack me. No, I'm gonna build up my Unite deck. Okay, you've got to silence this then, right? With the 2/3 that comes down and shoots little silence arrows, ping ping ping. Because that's not gonna do you any good. That's not gonna do you any good either. Unless you're just going straight for the face. Okay. Okay. You seem to think that. Trying to. Oh, you made me overdraw. What a turd. Alright, so I can edict. And that's my plan.
The rubbish.
And after that, we'll see where we go from there. Yeah, we'll do the mammoth. Aha! This kitty has claws. You know, you thought I was playing no cards for no reason? Oh, no. Actually, that's bad. That's really bad. I have to edict that now. You grubby little card-stealing turd muffin. Let's see. So I can do both. Oh, your arrest. That he needed that purple. Well, he didn't necessarily need it, but that's what he was holding on to it for. And this guy right here, I don't want to play him. He's giving him, well, purple again.
Talking mud crab merchant. Read my
We don't really have any other reach because we are not built that. That's actually really. Oh, it's a shackle. I forgot. I thought it was the one where it's a 1+1 and gives you a ward if you're strong enough. If you prove yourself worthy, it gives you a ward and whatnot. But no, that is a. I'll make you buff, but then I won't let you play it.
A few drinks, a few laughs, and a contest.
He could do it. He could do it. We don't have it this turn, so. And we can't. I was thinking about resurrecting our. For crying out loud. Ironically, a mummify would. Oh, you know what? Who can I bring back? Did I not think this through? I didn't think this through. Yeah. Ha-ha! I mean, we got nothing in the graveyard, so there was no Hive Defender's a 3/4. That's a 2. I mean, it's if he can't unite the houses in the next 2 turns, he just really had a bum hand because he's had all the time in the world. Come on, son. Oh, I can't play both. I don't want to mummify. Because I don't want to give him purple. But we may be too late. Life must be good. You're gonna have fun. You want to have fun with whatever you're playing. I'm just thinking, like, when's a good time to play Unite? If you're not a legendary yet and you're playing Unite, what are you doing? But you could just be having a good time. Take my guard. Now I'm in a quandary because I can mummify the guard, but I'm giving him purple. What does this do again? Summon. If you have a... Oh. Do we have... No, why would we? Why would I put a neutral card in my deck? You know what? We got to make a push. And actually, it's the best kind. Do this. Not going to exalt him. I'm going to exalt him. He cannot be affected by actions. And by exalting him, I free him from his chains. It's such a beautiful story. He can't be targeted by actions, although Cruel Fire Bloom, if there's another one of those, it could still hit him. This is it. Can you unite? Or will you fall to my very ragtag, pathetic group of minions? Seriously, I didn't build this to be... Okay. Aha, you can't do that to this guy. You're going to do that to him, though. Okay. Charles, you're not united. Well, so to be fair, I had no idea that would happen either. So I think he may have learned the hard way how that works or doesn't work. He was hoping to wipe those out, but he's just going to come back over here and be unshackled. Oh, poor. I wouldn't have thought of that myself. Desperate measures. Can I get something?
You cannot escape the righteous.
Careful there, friend.
I mean, if he's got another Ice Storm, you know what? Let me do this. Was that 3? Yeah, let's do it. He is fighting. I will unite these houses. Just goes to show you, Mechanars will.
We fight for the
Oh no,
glory
what
of
are you bringing
Los
back?
Almeris.
Oh, okay. I can live with plunder. Well, who knows? That could be the unite, because he needs 3 for unite. That leaves him 4, 2. And all he has to do is get a red, purple, green. That's a tough call. There's green. Son of a gun. Is he going to do it? Oh, sorry. I'm just like, I'm tantalized. He's either slow rolling it or he is so close and he's just like, dag nabbit. Because he's got 3.
The hist will
He's got 4. But you gotta have unite cost 3.
You are the victor.
Wow. He got close. He got close. I had to unite the house deck. All right. Now I kind of want to look back at the deck because it really looked incredibly control-y, and that's not what I was going for. You know what? I'm not going to run that again. That was sad. Imperial March in August. You know what? I'm going to do coming and going. You might get you're going to get a chuckle out of this anyway. The idea is playing cards with a summon effect and trying to find the balance of building a board while also pulling back those cards to use again. So charges, cards. It's like the 4/2. I think Elder Gleam Matron, where she spawns. She gives you a card in hand. Usually, I end up with a crap ton of cards in my hand. I have won with this on casual a few times. Like I said, it's a very hard balance because if you just continue pulling stuff off, you'll get wrecked by anybody but a complete slow roll or whatever.
Greetings, citizen.
But I wanted to try it here, and we're pretty much as low as we can get in our climb at the
I'm on
moment.
your side.
And this is not going to be a deck where we want to be pulling stuff away. It is a good cast-out target, though. Would help if we had something to throw into the mix, but... And it really, I mean, so much of it does come down to the matchup. I mean, imagine if we were running the deck I just played with this one. We're going to rotate them there so they don't get tired. So you go back in hand. You can play this again. But like if we were playing the non-control control deck
Of course, I'm on your side.
against this, we'd be in such better shape. But it's like, okay, now we're playing a deck that admittedly is going to be better against... I mean, that takes 3 off the board. That doesn't take either of them off the board. It's an ugly situation. Brynjolf is coming down next turn, but we're pretty much done so. Which I don't know why I'm so disappointed. I'm bummed out because against a mid-range... Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Whee! Yeah, that's right. I'm a cast-out deck.
Of course, I'm on your
I
side.
will frustrate you to the dickens.
Like Naru.
Oh, gosh. So that's 8, 10, 11.
Mouth paw.
We're not going to be alive. Oh! Hello! It doesn't necessarily get us anywhere. It temporarily buys us some time. I guess we can Shadow Shift next turn. Do something. Take out one of these guys. Get a guard up. Alright. I mean, I could Fear Totem. I mean, at this point, though, it's like, alright. I mean, like I said, Brynjolf can come down next turn, but... Alright, that helps. This helps a little bit.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
I mean, we are holding on for dear life, though, and I don't think we are along this. Oh, the stinking mud crab is going to take her out. Brynjolf, you're too slow, my friend. And like I said, we can Fear Totem this guy. Just do that like 12 times, but okay. Oh my gosh! See, this is the deck that the Ice Storm is against. Wipe them all out. But we don't get to do that. No, we have to play... We get Unite the House deck when we're running our control. Okay. Dude. I'm just...
A hard-fought victory.
Oh, man, that's frustrating. Like I said, the deck is not good, but it... Slow applause for you. Strony.
It is done.
What? What the heck? What? I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I do the slow clap when you want to just play your hand out. Like, that's just... Come on, guys. Let's move it along. But I don't understand the surrender there. Okay. We're not going to try it again. Not right now. Let's do dragons. Let's do dragons. Where's my dragon? Where's my dragon? Oh, enter the dragon. There it is. That was very bizarre. I don't know if he had pity on me. I don't know if he felt bad for adding on the extra life gain. I mean, he was definitely showing I have you beat, and then he stopped. He was rank 3 though, right? I don't know. Anyway, water to the bridge. I'm still very perplexed. I've done that in casual before when I've played a deck that is kind of annoying or stupid because I'm just trying to get those do you call them? The things you need for the daily quests. So I'll be playing some nonsense thing, and I'll feel bad because I don't know. Well, apparently, I mean, in this scenario, which has happened, some of those janky decks have gotten the upper hand, and I feel bad because I was able to get my points, and I was like, you know what? So I would just concede. It's like once I got what I needed, I gave them the win because they were my kind of like I wasn't. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Probably shouldn't feel bad for people.
The Nords must take back Skyrim.
Certainly don't feel bad for Ferdinand. Is it Ferdinand Payne or Ferdinand Payne? All right, so here's the thing. I don't care about the card draw because they're coming at my face, but they may because it's a reflexive thing. Oof. But probably not. Okay.
You can't defeat me.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Oh, all right. I mean, they got some good rallies off. That's not great. Oh, yeah. So I'm trying to think. Is it Ferdinand? Ferdinand? I guess it wouldn't be that's Ferdinand. I don't know.
Let's knock some heads.
That's a big dude. That's what that is. Well, he's going to be a 6'6". Oof. Now you cannot put that together. There is no way in heck that you can put that together.
My eyes are open. And my senses sharp.
I just need the life right now. So in 3 colors, getting rally on that guy, having him in hand, getting the rally on him, I mean, it's great. It's great if you can pull it off, but that's the, like, when you're in your head and you see that character, like, or you see that card and you're like, oh, that'd be so awesome. And then it's like, oh, wait, in, like, practice, it's not. It almost never happens. All right, so right now, I'm in a quandary. Because he is going to kill... Let's see, if I take him down, that's a 4/4. He's still going to kill him. So we lose him either way. We've got another one next turn. Get a little bit of our life gain there. We'll poke him in the face just to let him know that these dragons have teeth. So if he doesn't go face, I will trade. Or I will... in my mind, I will trade. Leaf Lurker. Come on, Leaf Lurker. Or finish off. Either way, I'm good with either one. Would be very happy to have either one. For now, though, we will just do this. I mean, our health total is actually not too bad, considering.
Repel the outlanders.
Leaf Lurker, finish off. Leaf Lurker, finish off. Leaf Lurker, finish off. Come on. Come on. I will you.
Speak, citizen.
Oh, now who wants to drain life, huh? Scared of my dragons, are you? Hey, Leaf Lurker. But here's the thing. I can't do her and something else. So I can take that out. I can take that out. Well, let me do this first. Boink. And we wait. Because we are a dragon deck. And we are against some aggressors. Hopefully they don't attack with the healthy one. Good. Oh, they both do. Okay. Okay. I gotta tell you. I gotta warn you. Late game is... Oh, really?
Go on. Try to hit this one.
Give him all the things. All the things. Okay, just making sure I had enough. I smiled to myself knowingly, and then thought, just my luck, I will be out of
The forest is
the
my
magics. All right, so a decent board we have here. I'm not entirely sure. I'm probably going to wait until an Odaving turn because this little bit of nonsense is going to endow his I'm sure formidable deck with Wildfire Dragon is not what we want to see right now with nothing but ones on the board.
Do not take you.
So we do this. We do this. And we do have Odaving in 2 turns. So as long as he doesn't roll charge on everything he drops, in this lane anyway. But I mean, this deck kind of rallies run a lot of charge creatures anyway, because that's part of the fun, you see. Oh, the little guy that gets wakeful. You're the little guy that gets wakeful. Alright, buys him probably 2 more cards.
I'll let nothing get by.
It's funny, this... What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Please, just don't give him card. You know what? He gives creature in hand 1/1, so we are going to... I really don't want to screw over my board.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
Because it would be my luck. I'd do that. Wildfire wipes out this, this whole lane over here, and then they have removal for this. Well, they would have used it on him. Okay, he's just gonna get to battle 2 of them, I guess. All right, so Wildfire's coming down next turn to. I mean, there's no board to clear, so. If there's gonna be, I'm gonna wait to play Odaving, because all they have to have is another Javelin or Edict. If he sticks, we're good because we can silence him to free him from shackles if there is that in this color.
Have been made.
Okay, he's trying to roll a guard, but that's not gonna help. Or lethal on this.
Surprise!
Oh, are you kidding me? No, you're not. You're not kidding me. You're not kidding me. He rolled. Slow clap for Mundus Stone. Let's give Mundus Stone a slow clap. So glad you're. And I want to say this. I found this to be very peculiar. There's a gentleman. He will remain unnamed because I'm not trying to call him out. Although I think he would stand by his declaration. But he actually said, it's like for all those people that are up in arms about Invade. Invade is really just a crazy combo deck and like a hyper Mundus Stone, and everybody loves those.
Surprise!
And I was like, I think people who like combo decks are the only people who like combo decks are the ones spectating or the ones running them. Is he gonna get ward on that too? I think he is. Yep. Alright, well. Oh! Well, as a precursor to Odaving coming down. That's the only one we need to really get rid of at this point. Now we don't have our silence anymore, so guards are a problem.
Preparations have been made.
Don't give it a word. Please don't give it. Okay, charge works. Oh, that's not a good one. That's an expense. That's too big for old Odaving, and you're gonna. Well, you don't have to roll for it, so that's. Good. Guard. Yeah, sure. Keep playing cards. Keep playing cards. As long as you don't have removal, we are good to go. Well, we need to hit twice.
profit from your death.
Give me cards. Give me cards. Okay. Well. Oh, that's what we want. No! Can't do that.
Your storm is no match for mine.
Alright. He still has a lot of cards. Like I said, could have removal here. That would kind of stink.
They will perish in flames.
Alright.
Surprise!
Oh! Anybody who wonders why I hate Mundus Stone, this is why. You do understand that we are not... doesn't have lane change. He does have Squish the Wimpy, though. I'm not worried about it. Why not, right? But that is why. This very, very underwhelming at this point situation would have been well over. Without the craziness. Let's see if we just do this one. This one. I just don't want him to be able to kill the dragon. Although he could have a giant. He could Dawnbreaker. No, Dawnbreaker wouldn't even do it. You don't have to finish off. I'm guessing you're counting on a Mundus Stone. Oh no, you've got your... Of course. Yeah. Good.
You have met your
Oh, wow. Another guard. Alright. Well, I mean, we could always get the big guy. Ooh. Well. If you're gonna eliminate him, you're gonna do it with another card, which you've got plenty in hand, and I'm sure they're gonna draw the stuffs. But good gravy. Honestly, well, I mean, you know, I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm human. You know, I can't get flustered in general. My level of agitation is only up to what it is now, just because it's Mundus Stone. People are like, oh, it's just a win more game. If this gets lethal.
Surprise!
Come on! Can we please just... Oh. I mean, we got it anyway, unless he puts something else down. Because the little ratty guy... Oh, he's going to put down the big guy. And if it's a guard... What do you want to bet it's a guard?
I know a shortcut. I'll clear a path.
It's my only out. I can't play them both. Alduin can still do his thing. They'd have to have a beefy card.
Surprise!
Oh my! Well, there it is. There's the beefy card. Come on, Alduin. You've been giving these guys everything the whole time. Can we please just get Alduin? Please. Please. Like, I think you've hosed me enough, game. Okay. Wow. Wow. And see, this is why, so for any time, as much as I could have won, many times I can win against Mundus Stone, I do not enjoy beating Mundus Stone decks more than I hate losing to them, because they are deficient. Or not the deck, not the entire deck. It can still win, but the game, I hate losing to Invade and Mundus more than I like winning with them, which is why I don't like to play them. Because to me, if winning is just breaking even, that's just making the world make a little more sense. Losing is the most infuriating thing, especially, well, you saw the game. You saw the game. And you tell me all these people out there going, oh, Mundus isn't that big of a deal. Oh, it's just a win harder game. It's a garbage card. It is a garbage card, but not because it's crap. It's because if you play it in the late game when you're pretty much even otherwise, which we weren't, by the way. I was definitely ahead in points, but I'm not going to belabor that anymore. We're going to, breathe, Mundus, you piece of poop. Oshu. All right, what do we want to give back to this game that has been so kind to us today? What do we want to give? Let's do Improve the Bruise. I still think this was Joseph. I think you're still out there, Joseph. This was his recommended some of his recommendations. He didn't say this will win you games. He just said you may want to make some of these tweaks or consider them. And I at first I was like, no, I discarded much like the little kitty. The 3/4 kitty that I discarded out of hand. We said he argued that he said it was the best 3-drop in the game. I still don't know. I think there's some other good 3-drops. I mean, Mundus is a 4-drop. That's like the best card ever. Just gives lethal and guard to everything that needs lethal and guard. But anyway, Joseph said that this made these suggestions. Discerning Thief admittedly works much better once you have your what is she called, the 2/3 the revitalizer. No, that's Giggles. Who am I thinking of? What a nice fellow. And let me just say this, just as an etiquette for out there. Unless you're a streamer or you're doing stuff, people don't know who you are. The only thing they have to go by, like the kind of person that you are, the essence of your character, is the emotes, because this game doesn't allow you to just spark up a conversation.
By the fires of oblivion.
So when you say, hi, prepare to die, like there's no winky face. There's no anything. And if you've played games for any amount of time, like there are legitimate jerks out there, and it really doesn't matter whether you're nice or not, but it's nice, like when you greet somebody and they greet you back, it's kind of a nice, like, it's like, okay, like, even though you're not friends, you can kind of think of yourself that way.
Face me, you dog.
Because the little bit of information that you have to determine whether or not you would be friends with this person, or if they are friendly, is a fellow greeting. So by saying hello and they say hello back to you, or if you say hello back to them, or you initiate it, it's establishing the little bit of, hey friend, it's just that way of just saying, hey, we're just two people sitting across the table, versus I'm somebody who's going to disconnect if this game goes south, or I'm just so tilted right now, or you know what, I see human beings as disgusting drivel under my feet and I would just as soon they all die, but I need somebody to play, so thanks for being here for that. Like, there are really nasty people in the world. So just remember that just when you're emoting. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do or not to do. That's what we need, because we needed to get rid of the dagger but we're not going to go face with this. This is a defensive position.
We'll see how they like someone who fights back.
Sure. I was expecting a shackle. Was pleasantly surprised that we didn't get one. Okay, here's a question. Is any of this worth a Shadowfen?
Too slow.
I'm going to say no at the moment.
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
Let's see. Okay. Right now, this does not trade favorably. Neither of these trade favorably, because any of her weapons, they don't trade well. So one of you will die. In theory. This is that pivotal turn 5, right? I didn't do anything amazing here. All I did was set the board. If they have anything to offset the balance.
Let's put the
She killed my kitty!
Have you come to submit
Ooh.
or come to die?
Remember that little bit I said about the silence target?
will have your head.
You, sir, deserve to be silenced.
Do your worst.
He's a creepy dude. I run him in every Dagout deck. I just wish he wasn't so... I mean, look at that guy, man. It's actually got blood coming off of his nails. Like, it's one of the more graphic cards in the whole series. And he's just kind of looks like a weird goat dude with glowing red eyes. And the premium version, it's cool in Or it's wicked in a cool way, or I don't know. It's not great. And we're doing okay. If we didn't have to use our dagger to make that fair trade, we could be setting up for a Mighty Conjuring, but I think that's what High King Emmerich is going to do for us.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
Oh, that's just spiteful. What else you got? You gotta have a 2-drop. A Ward Crafter. Something to make this trade even crappier. I mean, we can Ward Craft this to trade favorably. Or we can High King Emmerich. I think High King Emmerich is going to be the one. So we keep the 4 alive. And we have something to contest over here.
Don't underestimate me.
Arguably, I could have or should have waited till next turn, and then I would have had a 4. Because I could have had my Ward Crafter down there. Anyway, water under the bridge. It's one of those things you can plan a few steps ahead, but that doesn't. I mean, my Ward Craft, he could have killed the Ward Crafter at some point, and I would have just been out of turn. So we will see. We will see. But yeah, I mean, it's August 8th. For those of you who didn't know.
I only need one shot.
Okay, what else do you got? Oh, you've got weapons. Yep. That's cool.
To oblivion with you.
He must know that I've got a Mighty Conjuring. Not just any Conjuring, mind you, but a Mighty Conjuring. Alright, well, she makes this more or less moot, but
From the gods, the light of the
Watch
three.
yourself now.
let's see, I'm counting on them not having another silence, but I can play her. She makes anything over 5, but we need that for turn 10. So I don't know. Maybe they've got a Mighty Conjuring of their own. We'll see how this all shakes out. We look good on board. And right now all we know is they got a Steel Dagger that can change up a little bit of something, but they're sitting on 4 other cards. Could be Ancano. That would be a pretty big swing. Okay, that was a known quantity. There's the silence we were hoping to avoid.
They missed their
I mean, you got to play the odds, and the odds are not fair. Okay, I appreciate that. I mean, he did it for him, not for me. He did it so that he could go, okay, what do I have here? I need something to further dispirit this young man. Because we can't...
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
Oh, Fingers of the Mountain. So, we do 1 to break the ward, 2 to kill her, 3 to kill her. Oh yeah, there we go. And my 4 stays on the board.
Face me, you dog.
So 1 for you, 2 for you, 3 for you. And we're gonna hold off.
My paws are quicker than your eyes.
You could argue that this is the time to pivot, and I should be putting stuff on board, because he could have a Fell the Mighty. We're kind of leaning on this Mighty Conjuring at this point, but I just don't want him to have too many answers. I have a feeling he's going to have some already.
By Arcade's beard, stay back.
Okay. Hey, there you go, Joseph. There's somebody else who thinks Kitty is worth silencing. Seeing this? Okay.
Mother of mud.
This is where we make our move, because he would be a
My powers are immortal.
silence removal target.
Well,
Oh no!
see if we can find
I did it
something
again.
useful.
I did it again. Miscounted! Did not. I meant to play the Harpy too, but I got too carried away. So they could have enough in hand to an Ancano and something else. They could. Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb. Fumbled at the last minute. Holy cow. Well, okay, that's not too bad. That's sharp and pointy. So yeah, our guy definitely dies next turn. But see, they can have lane changes. But we can Mighty Conjuring, and we can Shrieking Harpy. Just for the record, I have not yet prepared to die. I was told to, but it just hasn't felt like something I would do.
We see you waking and sleeping.
All right, so they're definitely going for it. Let me see. So 7, 9, 10. Good. Oh wait, I don't need to do that.
Let's put these to use.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Too slow.
So, what happens if I Mighty Conjuring in this lane and Shackle? I would protect him from that. Oh no, you know what? I don't have to do it in the same lane. Either he's going to have to use something pretty significant to... Oh, Archer's Gambit.
Prepare to die.
Son of a gun. Okay, I'm muting this not because... I mean, I can't hear it. I just... Again, it's just obnoxious. And maybe he thinks he's being funny, but that's my point. Like, there's no winky face. There's no, like, hey, we're all chums here or anything. It's just, prepare to die. Prepare to die. It's like... If nothing else, I mean, you're being obnoxious. If we were sitting across the table and we were playing a card game, would you be saying, prepare to die? Prepare to die? I don't think so. Probably not. If you were, I don't know. I don't do empty threats, so I'm like, I wouldn't hurt anybody for doing that. I don't hurt people for words. I don't hurt people for being obnoxious at anything. I would just pick up my cards. How about I prepare to leave instead? Two of them. So 10, 12. We do have lethal on board. If they can't shackle this, we have lethal on board. Uninterruptible lethal, by the way. I'm sure you all knew that. You're like, well, this guy's prattling on about nonsense.
Let nothing through.
Okay, I don't like that. Why would you do that? Oh, because lethal needs to go through here. That's actually very smart. Well, it takes 2 off. We had exact lethal before he came along. Okay. Well, that could be a problem. Because Swift Strike is a thing.
Let's put these to use.
And they've got lethal creatures and...
Khajiit will keep you safe.
So, the good news is,
My paws are quicker than
unless those are a Swift Strike, we good. If one of those is a Swift Strike, which at this point, considering how slow this guy's been before, I can't believe it. Either that or Encano. What is it? Wow. Good times. Well, like I said, I never like to go out on a loss, so we're going to play one more. Let's go back to silence. Let's see if we can get a win with this oldie but a goodie. Whoa! I think as long as we don't come up against a wide deck, we should be all right. But I mean, and this is it. You have days like this, and Jay Shades, I'm guessing, you had that day where you were playing 10 to 12 games. You're doing this. Maybe you had a little bit more of a climb than we did, but okay. Strony is wide. Strony is the freaking crabs. We got Crab Man again. And we're running the same deck that we ran against crabs. See, there. Oh, hey, but we actually do have a guard at 2. So
Hail,
fate
friend.
could be completely rewritten at this point. I will hold my breath. No, I won't. I'm not holding my breath. Did I hit say hello? Okay. Now I'm confused. So she would take damage, right? That's what this little turd muffin does. -1, yeah. So we don't want to contest this little scrubby nut bunny with his little loincloth. That's a disturbing sight in pretty much every way. We're not going to zoom in on him much longer. So maybe not. Either Strony has changed or... Yeah. I mean, luckily, our silence, provided we can get any of it, is actually very good against Gobos, because when they curse, we can silence the curse. But we do need some silence cards in our silence deck. I mean, you count, Shadowfen. You're definitely there, but you're not. You're not coming down for another turn, and the deck is starting to get a little. And see, we can't silence her to get a buff because, well, for obvious reasons. Candlehearth, you are going to do your thing. Yeah, we'll ping off of this. Good news is we can unsilence the catapult next turn to wreck something. I'm sure he's going to curse this down so that she can't do anything more, because they're mean. So mean. So maybe I should just silence him. Yeah. Ooh, I can silence so much. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Alright, hang on. I can't do... Well, I can do Siege Catapult. Mute. Mute. And suppress. Ah!
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
That's for our Unstoppable Rage that I'm sure we'll totally have a chance to play. Because this isn't going to go sideways all of a sudden. My gosh. Oh. Yeah. I mean, there's just some days you just... Oh, let me... Good job, Gabos. There's just some days where you're just like, this game doesn't want me to play it. It really doesn't. And today, to be fair, today was one of those days, you know, it starts off, you get your 6 or 7 hours of sleep, but you'll roll out of bed and you still feel exhausted. Like, that's just not a great start to the day. That's literally, you know, waking up on the wrong side of the bed. All right, what are we going to do here? I'm trying to think if there's something fun, but it's you know, at this point, you just want the win because losing bores me. Expertise. Let's do it. I enjoy expertise. I get to see Giggles. Hopefully Giggles will show up. That'll be fun. I like expertise as a mechanic, but really when I was building this deck, I realized there's just not a lot of expertise cards. It's not like Invade, where you've got all this synergy and every single card is like, oh, give expertise to this creature and give expertise to this one and change the expertise here. It doesn't have that. It's a moderate deck, so there's really not a whole lot in there. She's good, but this is way too slow to start right now. Arguably, I should have kept Daggerfall. Hey, there we go. We got Giggles, and we got Crown Quartermaster. Sorry, Corn Quartermaster. I wasn't. It sounded like a downgrade, I know, but did I say hello?
Hail,
I
friend.
don't remember. I didn't say hello. I don't know if I said hello in the Goblin deck. You see how that turned out. Gotta say hello to people. But win or lose, this is the last one because I got to get it edited and turned out. I need to get, at some point.
This might be handy.
Well, I would like to get an actual PC so that I can do games like this and other games, really, to be honest.
Bark and birth.
Oh, you are just formidable enough to take out, but you are not enough for Giggle!
I will cut your purse. I do not fear death.
Well, Giggles. I'm sorry.
Watch this.
Rip Giggles. So yeah, we're up against a sleigh, and we are slow enough that I have very little confidence we're going to be able to prevail. Oh boy.
The 9 inspire us.
She's just going to get crossbowed. Or something nastier. I think we run silence in this deck. I don't know. I definitely should make sure that it's in there. Like, there's a package in red. There's a let's see. Oh, it's a purple. It's not going to do anything for me. Yeah, let's do this.
Form ranks.
In red, it's almost like you need to run this like removal package of Douchnik Jarls, Earthbone Spinners, and Skull the Mighties. Can't ping her. What are you gonna do now? So we've got blue in play, so that would give us one sheep.
Feel the power within you.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna waste a piercing javelin on you. Just gonna smack you with a big old sword. Now, granted, we could lose big old sword if
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
if they do another silence or mummify on it. But
Rise, my servant.
I don't think of what 2 cost. Oh yeah, the classic.
Should have been more work.
Okay. Let us. Ooh. He'll be good later. We need to get rid of this. That'll give our Guildsworn something to buff up. Now, why would I do that? Oh, no, that's dumb. Both of those are dumb. That's all dumb. Dumb. Well, we want to get rid of the sword, get the sword back in hand, so that is a weapon. First to use. Oh, why couldn't we have her and him? Because they would both be getting jacked. I feel like I'm just like.
I will devour your soul, mortal.
Well, I've got a javelin for you, my friend, but good night. That just shows you how late the game is going. Like, I totally didn't even realize. I can't do that. Yeah, we'll do this.
The 9 inspire us.
You can resurrect him, of course. I'm sure that's a thing in their repertoire. So we may end up conceding on this just because. Okay, yeah, you guys remember that card from before, right? And I don't have an answer for it. So that guy comes down, ginormous. Oh no! Oh, because he doesn't cost anymore. He's just not. Well, tell you what. YOLO,
They
right?
lack faith.
I mean, Unstoppable Rage. I'm sure that they've got to have that. So yeah, that was a dumb place to play her. Don't really think I've got anything else. The best I could do is... Yeah, there's really nothing. So, Yeah, we're just going to call this one, I think. Unless he doesn't have removal for this.
No poetry. Lord Vivek gave me this.
I mean, an 8/7 drain, that's... With what they've got, the kind of deck this is, I don't... We've strayed into their territory. With this on the board, I don't even think... Douchnik Jarl was the other card, the support removal card. And I don't remember if I've got him in here or not. I'm pretty sure I do, because I learned my lesson before that you cannot play a deck in Legends without silence and support removal. Every card is going to run it. Awesome. So now we got 2 big swords. Oh, this is just... Well, I mean, at least they're going to end it quick. But hey. Trust me, I'm under no illusions that we're going to win this, but...
I warned you.
Because we don't have an ace in the hole. There's no rage. There's no win condition really in the deck, which you could say is to our detriment, and you would be correct.
You trusted me. How
Yeah, we're just. I mean, it's a good game. We're not getting anywhere,
The 9.
and I just don't have the time to let him get through 33 health. It would take. It's like another 3 or 4 turns. You see, all we had in our hands was weapons. That was good. That's a good time. All right, well, maybe we don't get a win in before the end. No, sorry. Can't do that. Can't do it. Silence and violence, you are going to get a win. I swear, if I get another go wide aggro deck, well, you know what I would do. You know what I would do. I don't have to say it. I don't have to do it. You just know what I would do. Okay. As long as they don't play New Era when I'm kicking their butt across the pavement, I'll be okay with however this goes. But I'm pretty sure everybody running these colors runs New Era. Even aggro decks. Because it's like, I'm going to go after you, but if I get bested, I just can wipe you out of existence. Arguably, I shouldn't be ringing in a Siege Catapult if I don't have a silence in hand, but I'm feeling saucy.
I'm ready for anything.
And not particularly happy. I mean, I'm okay. But this screams New Era to me. This is stall for 12 turns.
There's always
You
a plan.
can't beat me.
Come on, silence. Hey, but I'm gonna want it for this guy. That guy right there. And I'm not sure though if... Oh, now...
You won't foil my plan.
Now we definitely... Oof. Alright, that's a good one. I'm bigger than you. I'm high out on the food chain. Get in my belly. How? Stone's throw. Bad kitty. Bad kitty, 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 kitty. I'm coming for your face, sir. Coming for your face. Don't put a guard in front of me. Well, I do have breakthrough.
Have business with
I do have
House
breakthrough,
Lobby.
but I'm not going to use it on this turn because...
You can't beat me.
Silly. Oh, for crying out loud! Where's my silences? Yeah.
my powers are immortal.
Might as well play a card that can actually move next turn. Keep hitting me in the face, though. Please keep it. I need my silence cards. I got 12 damage just sitting here waiting to... Okay, so it's going to be big enough to kill him, which is... Don't tell me you're going to go face. Which is silly.
My business is none of theirs.
Endured enough.
You can't beat me.
Ah. Why does it have to be... Jeez. Oh, well. Okay. Things are starting to look up. We were kind of due. But New Era is 5 turns away. So let's not get too excited. Oh, luckily no charge. Luckily no charge. Or oh, but she does have guard. Oh. Hey, look, I know I got some folks out there that play that card. I know I do. I'm just saying. It's not a good look.
I smell the stench of the living.
I'm sure it was. I play lots and lots of mistakes.
Taste a Nazi's blade.
I love how you said it as if I wouldn't know just by how the turn went. Like there was somehow. Oh, really? Not enough magic. I don't know if this game hurt me or not, but I said I was due for a win after the abominable nature of this game so far today.
Taste a Nazi's blade. Have business with House Halalu.
Ah, yes. And we'll play around Immolating Blast again, because we don't want to make the same mistake. It's a good thing you pointed that out. I really had no idea. I thought it was a brilliant play.
My blade is death to assassins.
You ugly. You're also ugly.
My business is none of theirs.
You cannot hide.
And yeah. All right. You know what's going to be gold right now? Unstoppable Rage. He's going to fill this lane. And should I say that was a mistake? Nope, because I don't think we're going to last long enough. No, that was that. Yeah, that's lethal. Okay. Well, another one down! Hey, so I don't know why I keep going at this point. The game is going to have to give me a win before I'm done. So you can stop if you want to, because clearly it could be a very long time before that happens, and I do not anticipate. Yeah, it's just, we're just going to get... Well, you know what? I can go cheap. Now, it doesn't mean we're going to get a win. Based on the way this has been going, I don't foresee us getting a win ever. I just don't see it happening. Heck, the game's not even going to let us play. It's disconnected. It's like, no, stop playing, Jesse, stop playing. I'm like, no, I'm going to keep playing, you turd muffin. Okay, I might have to reset it. Watch, we're going to start winning now. All right, I'm going to reset. Oh, no, there we go. All right, and I'm not, no, you know, I'm going to go dragon. Going to go dragon. I was thinking about going orc, but that's letting the game off too easy. You're going to give me a win with a respectable deck, a deck that has won many, many times, and for whatever reason today, my opponents have just been blessed. I should have stopped after Mundus. I should have just been, guys. I'm sorry, guys. We are not. Oh, McConnell, you got it back. Does anybody know what the dash NPO? I think I started asking that earlier, and then I got distracted. What the dash NPO means, because I've seen that a lot. I've seen NPO and I've seen friend or friends or friendly. It's like dash friendly. I don't know. Is it like?
Hail, friend.
I don't know. It just happens so much that I feel like there has to be. I don't know if the computer's assigning that. Like, does mine show up as Schwaaard dash NPO? Is this a clan of some kind, like a group of folks? I remember playing. We had to have lost to this guy because we haven't beat anybody in years. So yeah, we totally lost to this guy.
I will have your head. Have business with House Halalu.
Yeah.
my senses
Don't have a turn 4 dragon. Feels bad. You could say I can contest, but he would just get chewed up by this. You don't gotta shackle him, dude. He's not going anywhere.
My business is
He's looking out for
none of
dragons
theirs, dog.
that are gonna come way too late for this to mean
Have
anything.
business with House Halalu.
Because this deck, this 3-tier deck is drawing nothing but its low curve. Unless this thing tops out at a... I don't even know what. Well, you know what? I don't even know why I'm... yeah, this is... It's comical at this point. I know... I'm not throwing the game. But, I mean, you see, like, what are you going to do?
None of theirs.
Absolutely none of the low end. We're
My
just...
business is none of theirs.
They won't get a drop on me.
Oh, arguably I should have... Well, but if I put my Drain Dragon down, he would have just got killed by that. No skin off her back.
All power flies.
And that is probably
Light of
lethal.
the three.
So that would... I mean, we have to... We have to do this, and of course, it does nothing for us. Stay of Execution for a turn, maybe. Can't even Leaf Lurker it next turn. Can play our bat.
I will have your head.
That doesn't do much. Feels good. Good game, McConnell.
Victory.
I just keep handing them to you. Hopefully you're appreciating that. So this is what it feels like to be the doormat of the format. Hey, you see what I did there? Doormat of the format. Yes, that's the name of the game. That is going to be the name of this video. So you have gotten to the end to see where the etymology comes from. This is where I came up with it. I was trying to think of what I was going to call it, because I called the last one Smorgasbord. I'm trying to stick on theme, but I can't find a deck that can perform with any regularity. Even decks that had been doing well. Let's go back to the kitchen sink, because that's what we started off with. Like maybe we will be gifted with the bookend of the poetic book ending. Like we started off with this, we end with this, with a victory. I don't know if we started off with a victory. I feel like we didn't. I don't think we've won. Have we won a game today? I don't know that we have. I don't think we've won a game today. Obviously, I'll see when I go back to the edit. But I don't think we've won a game today. Which would be impressive. No, maybe we did. Maybe we won one. I mean, it was a fluke, clearly, because we don't have the capacity. Did I say hello? I don't remember. I'll just say hello anyway. If it's invade, I'll tell you this though. At this point, I am so worn down. If it is invade, I will concede, and that's not BM. That's not like, oh, I don't want to play. Mundus took it out of me. I just don't have any tolerance for just sludging through the garbage. And like I said, it's not.
Your coin or your life.
Okay, all right. So it's just a game that we can lose fair and square. Yeah, sure. I'll give you some draw power.
I'll profit from your death.
You give me draw power, I give you draw power. Put him in the graveyard, and
My paws are quicker than your eyes.
ooh. Anybody want to see?
Citizen.
What is she again? A Daedra? Is she a Daedra? Yeah, Daedra with a Dawnbreaker. I don't know if that breaks the universe or not, but you're gonna see it because she can't kill it without it. Oh no, I guess we could do Divine Fervor next turn. Okay. Well, she's not going to survive, apparently. Alright. Good for me. You know what, though? Wait a minute. Yeah. It doesn't hurt to get a
Citizen, if you want to talk,
multicolored
come to the right place.
card on the board
Too slow.
for this. There we go, yeah. Pays for itself. Unless this gets a lightning bolt. Awesome. Awesome, not at all. fatiguing or annoying or boring. I mean, I don't want to play anything without charge because I just don't think it's going to stick. So yeah, we'll just do this. Go ahead and hit me again. Apparently you've got removal for days, so I will just take another shot to the face and then smack you back with my giant bat, wielding a Dawnbreaker. And you can remove it when I'm done. Well, maybe I'll smack you instead. Yeah, that seems about right. Bat with a Dawnbreaker. Hey, at least we got a turn with it before it got removed, right? That's wonderful.
Watch yourself now.
Kinda want to cast you out, but instead I'm just gonna take your goodies. And I'm gonna hit your little kitty. Die, kitty!
I will have your head.
And a lightning bolt.
Well, let's see if we can find something useful.
Not just yet. Alright. And now, so you're going to be good. I feel like you're going to be good. Alright, so this puts it down so we can do our Halalu.
Don't get past me.
Just tell me who to
And our
stab.
Halalu.
Just tell me
I
who
mean-
to stab.
Holy cow. Right?
Chimeric spirit of the sky, guide us.
No quarter.
You could argue I'm going to save Orc Clan for next turn if we get one. Okay, so they're planning something over there. I can't do anything about it. Okay. I probably should have seen that coming.
Let's put
Why
these
wouldn't a
to
deck
use.
like this
Face
run?
me, you dog.
Well, like I said, all's fair.
We stand united. Close ranks. Let nothing through.
If you got it again, shame on me. But I'm hoping that would just be cluttering your hand.
Let's put these to use. I will have your head.
But no, like I said, because I know we've even had people talk, and I've said it too, like playing cards that aren't expected or anticipated, like running an aggro deck with... It still is annoying as heck, though. Not gonna lie. Ooh. Let's see what else we can get, though. That doesn't do anything for us. I'm just waiting for another full lane clear. I don't want to risk Tazcat on it. Come on, can we just close out one game? No, we can't. No, we can't.
We must press our advantage.
And how about you go away now? Come on, put a charged creature down there. Put a charged creature down. Put it down. Put a charged creature down.
Surprise!
Okay, what do you got for the 4? Or the 6, I guess.
Surprise!
Oh, for crying out loud! Okay, I am admittedly a bit flabbergasted, so let's do this. Oh, you know what? Oh no. I've got no way to buff it. Oh no, what am I... No. Jeez. I'm so frazzled. I forgot I had a bunch of... I was like, I can't... There's nothing I can put in his hand. So we got 1 win. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. So yeah. Wow. I may need a day to recover after this one, y'all. Because, wow. I mean, to be fair, I had fun most of the time. Let me just say thank you all for the continuing encouragement. Hey, keep playing, because, I mean, at some point you may go, look, this guy is not a winner. He just keeps losing all over the place. But for me, at least, I get excited to play the game just because I'm like, hey, there's people who want to see, like, it's providing an entertainment of sorts to folks. So it has value, even if I'm not killing it. Because if it was up to me killing it, this game would probably be shelved because I already got to rank 4, so it's like I can, go next season. So I trust me, I have no intentions to stop. Like, this game does not like me. I'm going to stop belaboring the point. If you watched this far, thank you for listening to the End of the Game rant, and I will see you next time.